So we're going on a diagnostic exercise ride with the new motor, and I have a proper torque arm. Yeah, so last night I took my first longer ride. Well, not first, but it was a long, like a medium, like a, I guess it was supposed to be a medium or long ride. Go ahead. Go ahead. Okay, so I'll rewind a minute. I went on a 19-mile ride to the Inglewoods with the new motor, and everything went fine. So I went for my first evening ride, long evening ride, and I went on this turn down a couple blocks from the waterfront, and I cranked hard on the pedal. Sounds innocent enough, right? You just want to catch up with traffic, right? So, a experienced rider can put upwards of 1600 watts of power down to the wheel. And now add to that the wattage of the motor, and then to that mix have no torque arm. So already you're like wincing. Yeah, it was that bad. The wheel popped out of the dropouts, and I had to like carefully get the bike home last night. So I made it home in time to catch the debates, which was really interesting. And go Kamala. And checked the bike over real quick, made sure that nothing was damaged, and I went online and ordered a $7 and change torque arm. Literally next day shipping. It arrived. And here I am. Now I'm a bit more confident. Yeah, so that's the thing. If you're upgrading your e-bike to a few more watts, just a few more, and you forget to also include the wattage of your pedaling, yeah, you could have an interesting time with your spindle whipping out of your dropouts of the frame. Basically, so what I gather is the dropouts are only designed on most e-bikes. The dropouts are by default designed maybe to handle 1,000 watts peak. So yeah, so I learned a lesson the hard way. It could have been the really hard way, if something got damaged, but I got lucky. You might not be so lucky, so don't chance it. Learn from me, learn from my mistake. Buy the damn torque arm. It's so sunny. It's like I think it's like 80 out here. It's a day of remembrance for 9/11, and bittersweet because we sort out some things, but then there's also the somber reminder. So we need to get on the left. So I guess technically this is the first, should be this first successful ride on the new motor to Hoboken and back. We're not going far because I'm still recovering from the last few days of chaotic fixing and diagnosing and all that stuff. Oh, there's a bird flying in front of me. Holy moly. So it's like through a series of missteps that I arrive at having the new motor and torque arm. So during this time I was also waiting for a grocery delivery, so have the light. Do we have the light? How long do we have the light for? We'll make it through the edit. That guy's going through anyway. Whoa. Man. Yeah, so don't drive like that guy in that little black car. Whatever you do, do not do that. He's gone. He's left already. So yeah, so this is my first official Hoboken ride on the new motor. So I was checking out some e-bike vlogs with my dad. Well, one was electric dirt bike, the Mantis X, and checked out another review of or a couple of different types of vlogs featuring the Frigo X2. I think the main advantage of the Frigo X2 is for a local rider, a street rider, is that it's classed as an electric mountain bike. Class 3. So you have the different pedal assist options, I guess. I don't know. And as such, electric mountain bike, it has pedals. And I mean, let's be honest, most places these days don't really notice unless there's no pedals. I mean, there's the way things are supposed to be, and then there's the things as they are. Generally, they look the other way if they see pedals. And, you know, as long as you're not doing anything stupid. But don't take my advice. But if you're on an electric dirt bike with no pedals, just pegs, there's like upwards of 70% chance that you will be pulled over. This is kind of part of the deal with electric dirt bike. You know, in most places you're not supposed to ride them in city streets. So that's the advantage of the Frigo X2. Although I will say, it looks an awful lot like a dirt bike, the X2, and it'll still get attention, which maybe you don't want. Now I tend to not go for those kind of bikes in reality, because I like the folding aspect. I like that you can fold this type of e-bike that I use and store it, you know, stow it away in the vehicle in the trunk. Stow it in the closet, stow it in the corner of a room, under a table. You could tuck it under the table of a coffee shop, you know. That's why I go for this type of folding e-bike. Which means, you know, I'm kind of limited in the type platform, you know. What I can and can't do with it. I'll give you an example. I've been thinking like sticking with like a 48 volt platform anyway, and I had found out about the X20 e-bikes. And they look ideal, they look great. I mean, they have the compartment, so whatever battery improvement you want to install, you have space to do it. And X20 looks great, it looks cool, you know, it looks like an enduro bike. But it doesn't fold up. So in terms of like an upgrade path, even if I could buy the frame bare bones and just move my parts onto it, it doesn't fold, you know, and that actually puts me off to it. I mean, unless I had different circumstances, you know. One of the things I consider also is rescue. You know, if I have a breakdown, with a non-folding e-bike, how am I transporting it home to fix? You know, whose trunk am I putting that in? You know, and I don't, you know, I don't have a bunch of friends with trucks, you know, in other words. So it's not like it's an easy fix for me. You know, I literally, with this e-bike now, the folding style, I can call an Uber and there's a possibility, a high likelihood that the Uber that arrives will have a big enough trunk for me to lift the bike into. So yeah, so the transportability, stowability. Things to think about, you know. I mean, honestly, as a hobbyist, those bomber style e-bikes, stealth bomber and all that, look really interesting, and even from the standpoint of like maybe building one, right? But yeah, none of the frames are folding. So yeah, so I make this the bike that I want. So I've been wanting to stick to a 48 volt setup. It's more options for like batteries and stuff. This is the spot I threw the wheel at when I cranked the cranks real hard. The wheel popped out. I pulled over there to check the bike, and then I walked it up the hill back home. And Empire State Building. So I don't know, I've been thinking about some kind of QR code thing to direct people to my e-bike vlog, but maybe a wallet type of thing, where if somebody says, hey, what's the YouTube channel, and I just flash the wallet QR code, and they'll be on their merry way. Oh, torn up road. They're making a mess. Making a mess. Can't stop progress. Let's check out the skyline. It's World Trade Center down there. Now, you know, diagnostic ride is, the intention is do the test ride, decent range, but local enough that if I have to walk the bike home because of a screw up, then I can walk home comfortably. That's the purpose. So sunny. So the dropouts on this motor, dropout size is 170 millimeter. So the wheel drops in much easier now when I'm reassembling the bike. This is the way it's supposed to be. I have dinner time soon. I got a late start because I was waiting for all sorts of things, and I've cranked hard in a few hard spots on this path, so I think the torque arm gets a grade A+ for doing its thing. Very happy. So a few little side projects I need to do with this bike is to sort out the rear caliper. I have to change the lever. Nobody in my blind spot. have to sort out the rear derailleur issues. That's another thing. That's gonna be a project because that's all out of whack because my previous setup. I don't know, it's actually early enough. I might actually, I don't know. No, we're gonna stick to just a long ride route. So we'll take a break at the overlook, and I'll show you the torque arm. I'll show you my torque arm. Yeah. Anyway, we'll see how that goes. I need to inspect it anyway to make sure it's not loosening up. We are here. Oh, let me show you the torque arm. There it is. Simple setup. It'll save the wheel. We'll be back.